how do you prepare yourself to make an offer on an apartment that you're interested in? Well, once you've decided it is the one, it's best to put a financial statement on yourself together that perhaps a broker provides for you, or to look online for what is a typical financial statement. The Real Estate Board of New York has a blank form that is standardly used for people who are submitting offers. And what's good about that, it has the categories that are necessary to fill in so that all brokers understand where your finances are. So work with a broker, work with your financial person to fill it out, but it doesn't have to be absolutely exact, but it should be within very close range of what the reality is. And be very careful when you're filling out the financial statement to separate in stocks and bonds what's liquid and what might be either restricted or what might be in your retirement fund, because that's going to make a difference when you submit an offer. So prepare yourself with the financial statement. Make sure that you've gotten yourself qualified for a mortgage or a loan from either a mortgage broker or a banker, and if possible, have a pre-approval. That way, the broker or the owner who you're submitting the offer to will understand that you've prepared yourself and that you really are a good person for this offer. And last, have a little bit of a bio written about yourself. Have a little work history on yourself, both in terms of what you've done, what your titles have been, plus also a little bit of a compensation history. Very important this day and age because, the job market hasn't been altogether smooth sailing. So the owner or the broker will want to know that you've had a good, strong, solid work history. So pull all of that together, and if you have a broker that you're working with, work with the broker on that, and then you can put your best foot forward as you're preparing for an offer. Be sure when you're preparing for the offer to consider how much you plan to finance. Put that in the offer, and also whether or not the offer is contingent upon financing. Now, this is something to discuss with your broker, but also with the attorney you plan to use, because you can very often get a mortgage even if an offer is not contingent upon financing, but that means that you're assured and that you feel very confident you're going to get a mortgage. It sometimes makes the offer a lot stronger. And last, it's always a good idea to have chosen a real estate attorney who you plan to use, who may be very familiar with New York residential real estate transactions. Very often, it's a powerful sign to a broker who might have a listing that you've already got someone on board. Feel free to call or email me if you have any other questions on this topic.